Rwby fans, this is BS Fun and Fun Times. I'm Belle the B.
And I'm Sophia the S.
Today we're just going to be discussing all of the crazy six stuff we can talk about.
Volume 6 sticks?
Volume 6 sticks with us in our hearts because it's beautiful so far.
That was such a good premiere.
Did you finally watch you watched the opening, right?
Of course I did.
Okay, I sent it to you and you took a while to actually watch it, so I was making sure.
I tried to fangirl with you about that, remember? Because we were talking about
I remembered
that we're going to talk about today.
I remembered as I asked you. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, wait. Yeah, she did.
All right.
Okay.
So.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's a lot of insane. Okay. There's a lot of insane imagery and stuff happening in this volume's opening. I don't like the song as much as I've liked the previous ones.
Yeah,
but
the intro
this is one of my
great.
But this is one of my favorite intros, partially because there is so much information. And we know that everything that happens in the intro probably has a purpose based off of what we've seen in the past.
I'm going to pause you right there. If y'all haven't seen the intro, spoiler alert, just for now.
I mean, I guess spoiler alert. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Go watch the intro. It's not really much of a spoiler. Just go watch it and then come back.
And then fangirl with us.
Yeah.
Or fanboy. That's
the point of the show. If we mention something, we're going to talk about it. Duh. So, and that's another thing, too. I don't know if it's out yet for non-first members for the Rooster Teeth page, because I am a first member.
You're too.
You are now? Oh, that's right, you are. I forgot. You went ahead and did it.
Yeah, my name is Red Leg Roses Part 3.
My name is my name, so. Anyway, so,
That's irrelevant, anyways.
Anyway, okay, so, let's talk about the opening. Neo! Can we please see Neo? Please! Please!
Bring her back!
Please! I love Neo so much. He's so, rawr. Oh, what if we got to see, a new outfit on Neo?
Or what if they gave Neo a voice?
Nah.
Worth a shot.
So the reason
even if it was unrealistic.
So when I was watching the opening, the reason that we're mentioning Neo so much, well, not any more than we normally do, honestly, but we're starting off with Neo. When I watched the opening, I noticed something. I noticed Torchwick's hat going floof in the wind. He went floof in the wind. And I was like, hey, hold up.
I didn't notice that the first time.
That's very familiar. What in the world? And, of course, it's next to a hooded person who, I'm not sure who she is, but I kind of want to think that she's maybe a maiden or something, because we saw...
See, that's what I thought, too. When it paused on the hooded figure, I thought it was another maiden. But after you pointed out Roman's hat, I started throwing around the idea that, please have it be Neo!
Well, I don't even care if that person specifically is Neo. I just want Neo in here. Come on. But no, the reason I say it could be another maiden, probably your same reason, maybe not, I don't know, is because of the hood. As far as I know, it's just very reminiscent of the Fall Maiden and her hood and everything like that. I was pausing, make sure I had the right one. It's wait, Fall? And it's possible, you remember the blonde, really pretty white-dressed lady that was staring up at Ospin's statue?
Yes?
It's possible she could be a Winter Maiden. I mean, she looks the part. I wonder who she's going to be.
I always hoped Winter would be the Winter Maiden. I mean, it's her name.
Yeah, but probably not.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, we would really love to see Neo again. I have heard some people speculate that the hooded person could be Cinder. Now we know that Cinder's alive, so it's plausible. I'd have to look at it again and further pause and play and slow down and watch really closely to see if it could be her. Because I don't know if it would be. I'd have to look and see if there's any telltale signs. Okay, so then this is kind of going into,
Rwby wants a muffin. Anyways, lady with the goggles that we saw in Mirror Volume 6.
Do you need help opening that?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. We're just gonna sit here and listen to you do this. Okay, anyway, now what are you gonna do with that? You don't have a trash in here. Idiot. Okay, so yes, so we get to see a little bit more about her in the first episode, and if y'all don't have it, I'm going to spoil it, or if y'all haven't seen it. The Rwby Rewind goes, and I know you haven't seen it either, so I'm spoiling it a little bit for you. The Rwby Rewind, which you have no excuse because you're a first member, so you should have gone and watched it. But
I was watching trivia last night.
Well, that's what you get. They gave a sneak peek of the first part of the next episode.
Oh, no, I did see that.
You did?
Yeah.
Watch it? Okay.
Yeah.
Did I send it to you or something?
No, I found it on YouTube, actually.
Oh.
It came up first on...
Oh, you found something on your own? Yay! I mean, think about it.
That's only because I don't go regularly on YouTube anymore.
Well, then you're very lucky you found it. Anyway, but not a lot. I should say every once in a while I'll mention something that they mentioned in the Rewind episode, which was not fully on YouTube, but they did have a part of it, which is the part of the sneak peek. So, what's with the lady with the goggles? We know something with her eyes is funky. That's the big thing, okay? We know she says that she's blind without her eyes, which is her goggle things. So those are very clearly, made to be help to see goggles things. I don't know what to call them. But,
It's really what they are.
Yeah.
Unless you want to call them, like, robotic eyes or whatever.
I like that better. They're robot eyes. So, oh my gosh. You're so loud.
I'm not. Otherwise, I would have peaked the speaker.
No, but you're still making noise.
It's a wrapper.
Now you
Just
have
keep
food on your
talking.
mouth.
They're crumbs.
Yeah.
I'll pick them off later.
Okay.
Continue. I'm just eating a muffin.
Yeah, I know.
Because I woke up late.
So did I.
But I still made it here before you.
Yeah, for once. Twice. It's twice now. Okay, anyway, so the lady, we don't really know much about her yet, and I'm hoping that in the next volume we find out more about her. So if y'all haven't...
Next volume or next episode?
Next episode, sorry. I made the same mistake.
I hope not the next volume.
I made the same mistake that Rwby Rewind did. They did the same thing, and they were like, wow, it's amazing for getting the next volume already. I'm like, dang that. Oops.
That's how you know you watched the Rwby
That's how you know it's been all about the volume so far, and now you've forgotten what the word episode means.
Yep.
Okay.
Everything is now a volume. Jesus, if every episode is a volume, that's a lot of volumes.
Beating red versus blue now. Or at least starting to. Anyway, so... Yes, we don't know what's happening with the lady.
She's weird.
We know that she's blind. We know that she says that she's hard of hearing, and she says that she's also not defenseless, and she's very offended by that. And I don't know if she's offended by that in a way that's "don't call me old, young man" kind of way, or
Actually, Yang
huh?
Actually, Yang called her defenseless.
Yeah, I know. You're throwing crumbs everywhere on this piano.
I'm gonna pick it up. Jeez. Just keep
throw it on the
going.
floor. I know,
Ignore
but it's
me,
bothering me.
You're
You're making a mess. My wife's is coming out.
Oh, please.
Rwby, come on.
You don't even know how to clean up a mess. I do.
I don't make a mess, that's why.
No, you do. But your cake butler just picks up after you.
Okay, I have more than just a cake butler, alright? Leave my cake butler alone. Anyways.
I just want to eat.
So we don't really know what's the deal with her, if she can fight. I know some people have been speculating she's a maiden, but I don't think that's going to be the case because she's older.
Yeah.
And I know
said it can't go to an older woman.
And it's possible for, I guess it's possible for a young maiden to grow old with her powers. But I kind of doubt it in this case because we've seen so many transferring of powers everywhere that I kind of doubt that she is going to be a maiden because of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much transferring of powers, I feel like she would have been a bigger target.
And then you told me that...
Unless they just don't know who she is, and she's been able to hide all this time, but then why would she just suddenly decide, okay, I'm going to risk my life now? Like, it just didn't make sense.
I can't remember if it was you or one of the cosplayers that we met at the premiere who talked about that she probably knows something about the silver eyes and how they work.
That was me.
Okay, it was you.
Yes, I believe, and especially with this, actually that's what I was about to get into, with this opening, it goes from her eyes, like, straight into Rwby's in the opening. And I don't know what exactly that means, or if she's another silver-eyed warrior or whatever, and I know there's, like, you know, speculation. She's going to help and train Rwby. I don't know. But something is going on with these two's eyes. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And it could just be that they decided to do that as a choice for transition, and it means nothing. But considering how much everything has been meaning in the intros, I kind of doubt that. Okay, let's move on. Hello, Crow! What the hey?
Y'all better not kill him!
What the world? If you didn't see the opening, yeah, so Crow sits there, drinks, and as he drinks, he falls back very dramatically, and the screen gets really dark, and then Grimm come out and pull him down. That's not okay. I don't know what's happening, and I don't like
kill
it.
my Uncle Crow!
Please don't, because, who doesn't love Crow? I swear, if they kill Crow, this is gonna be another Pyrrha and Penny. Like, what in the world are they doing? No, please! So next time that, I know that next time that Crow gets into a fight, especially with a Grimm-like creature or anything like that. What?
My mother is calling me. I will answer her later, because I am a bit occupied at the moment.
But yeah, the next time Crow gets into a fight, especially with a Grimm creature or something, we're all gonna be freaked out. Like, oh.
Do not kill him off for the love of the gods on Remnant.
Please, no. Okay.
I can't do that anymore. We already had Penny and Pyrrha just go.
Yeah, and for some people, Tortrick was a big deal, too.
Oh, yeah, no, I think either my friend Kendall or Forrest, they were like, no! How dare... Like, somebody. One of my friends that belonged to the gamer group that's here at school. They were like, how dare you kill off Torchwick? He's coming back. Is she? Okay, hold on.
Okay, you take care of her.
I'll step out of the room.
I'll occupy.
I'll be back after the
Okay, so she's got to go answer for her mommy, so we're just going to sit here and wait for her. But yeah, Crow, my goodness, they better not kill him, like, seriously, because this is a big deal. He's a big character now, and now he's making me nervous, and I don't like it when they make me nervous. But it could also just be something like Salem starts torturing him somehow, or something happens where he just gets caught in a web of grim lies or something. I don't know. It could be something totally symbolic and not literal. But I really don't like the fact that he's being shown in distress and could be killed in future. I don't like that, and I don't think any of us like that, and I'm really hoping that's not what happens, because Crow has become one of my favorites, and I don't want that to go away. Honestly, Crow became one of my favorites as soon as he showed his face, because it was just like, just the drunken stance that he was always in was always very funny. Oh,
Annabelle.
Finally.
She was calling to say, she's like, call me when you have time. I'm like, so tomorrow then. I have tomorrow evening, because after that I'm completely booked up.
Okay, so
I love having a busy
I was just saying why I liked Crow. Why do you like Crow?
Okay, well, he gives you a lot of laughs. I just love that he's one of those funny drunks.
Your crumbs are distracting me. Take them off. Thank you.
Anyways.
But yeah, him in his drunken state is like one of the best things in the
I
world.
found him. And then and the Rwby's in his eye magic card. You see Crow fall off the couch, and then they just do the replay of just Crow doing that. Okay, if y'all haven't seen that, that's probably a try not
Watch
to laugh.
the Rwby.
Yeah, watch the try not to laugh Rwby. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2. They
Just
made
watch
a
both
third.
of them.
Yeah, watch both of them. Actually, watch all 3 of them. They released the third one.
Nice.
Third one's okay, but I like the second one best of all. But yeah, you basically see a little. They make a meme out of Crow like falling off the couch. I'm like, it is I insert whatever. It is I magic card for, because they made a Pokemon reference. Anyways, it was really funny, and I like what the Chibi did with him, with the Crow bird part, where his transformation started malfunctioning, and he was half crow, half bird, or he'd have like the bird head but the human body, or his normal head with the bird body.
Oops. Okay, so let's move on now to
He's great.
Okay, so let's move on now to the first episode. So there are 3 main points that I put on here, but you can really talk about anything. These are just things that I wanted to make sure that we talked about, okay?
Yeah.
So if you have anything to talk about, then you can talk about it. Or you can wait till the last bit when we're going to talk about everything.
Okay.
And whatever. So, Blake and the train.
I was shook.
I was so excited. I had to tell you. Like, okay, so we were in the theater watching it, and Blake, near the end, she goes and she swings her sword and...
No, you had to tell Micah, because I understood that. I saw the trailers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
You had
I
to tell Micah that. Micah was like, why is Blake so upset? I'm like, because the freaking Adam was a black trailer. Did you not watch that?
That's right. Okay, so anyway, so she cuts the train and decouples it, and then she looks up and there's Adam, and she draws her sword again. Why she draws it twice, I don't know. Maybe she didn't draw it twice and I'm just remembering wrong. But anyway, and then she looks back up at him and he's gone. That, if y'all haven't seen the trailers for Rwby, the very first trailers that came out, the red, white, black, and yellow trailers, go watch them. I loved them, and they meant something. They actually had reason, except for Rwby's.
They were just using that to show me off.
Yeah, Rwby's was more of a, here's this animation that we're doing now. Have fun with that.
Look at how awesome I am! Look at me killing the grid with my crescent rose!
We didn't even hear the voices yet until Blake's trailer.
We heard Blake's.
Yeah, Blake's trailer. Yeah.
And we heard
But I was
Bryce
trying to-
sing.
But it wasn't actually Wise, it was Casey Lee Williams. Very young Casey Lee Williams. I think she was like 14 or 15 when she sang that.
Yeah.
Mirror, mirror. Guys, I did not have that range back when I was that young.
That's a shocker. Actually, wait, no, you found out that you could do whistle notes like fairly recently. Like within a year
Yeah,
or two
I found out I could do whistle notes right after my senior year.
Yeah, I was
During
right.
my
About a
freshman
year
year
or
of
two ago.
high school. College.
Freshman year.
Freshman
When
year
I was
of
a
high
senior
school.
in high school to my freshman year
of high school. I went to 5 different high schools, guys. Anyway, so
Did you really?
no. I thought it was really neat that they, out of all this time, brought that back. They went, like, and that's another thing. Like, you watch the season 1, and they bring up everything in the first couple seasons. You know, they bring up Torchwick being a villain, and although I will say they bring up Raven a little later.
Yeah.
But they still bring her up within the first 2 seasons. They bring up all these things. And the White Fang with the train stuff. They bring all that up. But the fact that she is having a little bit of like PTSD right there with Adam from way back there.
Volumes ago.
That was amazing. I loved that. That was so neat. They brought that back. And the theater literally flipped out. We were so like,
the theater.
Oh my god, the trailer!
The entire theater except for Micah because she didn't understand.
Yeah, our friend Micah was like, what's happening?
What? Girl, how could you?
She was like, I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Hello, again.
If y'all haven't watched our vlog yet, go ahead and do that. Although probably watch the vlog, just because our vlog has more views than anything else on our channel right now. But if you haven't, go ahead. It's a good one.
You get to hear Rwby and Nora sing.
This sounds wonderful. Anyway, so now here's my question: is Team Juniper safe now on the train? Or are they still, like, on the chopping block? Because there's that whole theory that they're each going to be cut one by one. There's that still whole theory going around. I refuse to watch anything about that theory because I refuse to believe it's even remotely close to being true, and I really hope it's not.
Never true. They would have already been down.
Not necessarily. They would be going down in this episode if they went by time-wise, because they waited 3 seasons, and they'd have to wait another 3 seasons.
Okay. Makes sense. Please don't actually prove the theory to be true, Rooster Teeth.
Please don't. I would like to keep my little
if you
amigos.
Do, there'll be a Rooster Teeth death theory.
Oh my gosh.
I know people!
No, you don't.
I know.
Anyway, but, so is Team Juniper safe on the train? Because now they're not going to be, as far as I can tell, they're not going to be having any trouble with fighting. So for the journey, I would think they should be safe. Now, I know there's going to be some conflict on the train between Jean and, I'm assuming, Ozpin and not necessarily Oscar. I'm assuming
Oscar's
they're going to
just
finally...
the vessel.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're finally going to start bumping heads because Jean still blames Ozpin for Pyrrha. Because it really kind of was Ozpin's fault. And now Ozpin, like... Wait a second. Hold on.
She's thinking.
Well, I just realized. Oscar and Ozpin are with Team Rwby.
That is true. Ozpin has always showed
But we know...
quite a bit of favor to Team Rwby.
Yeah, but that's not the point. He's going because he's got the relic.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is that in the opening that Jean and Ozpin butt heads.
You do see John you do see John kind of take Oscar up to the wall and just like pin him to the wall.
Very angrily and...
Yeah, he's mad.
So, what's the deal with that? Because it's seen on the train in the opening. But it's...
Did we miss that in the first episode, somehow?
No. That didn't happen in the first episode. That's why I'm like, wait a second. I just realized that. That doesn't make any sense. I wonder what's going to happen. Well, but hey, that means that at least Jean survives the journey because he's got to bump heads with Ozpin. There you go. There's your safety net.
Okay.
Still puts Ren and Nora on the chopping block, though.
No!
I'm sorry. I like
Okay,
Nora
but did
too.
you not see in the opening trailer that Ren and Nora were kind of like cuddling a little bit?
No, I didn't. Where?
Like the very, very beginning while they're sitting at the train station, Nora's kind of got like her arms around Ren's neck from behind.
I did not see that.
That was like the first thing I noticed. I'm like, are we gonna get him? Are we gonna get him?
I hope we get them. Can we please have this ship happen?
Please give us at least. Okay, I was gonna say give us at least one ship, but then they did, and then they killed her off. So I'm like, okay, maybe not.
Let us keep a ship, please.
Just at least give us one ship to keep.
Come on.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. So I probably should have mentioned this in the very, very beginning before we started talking about the first episode, but we remember Volume 5, and Oscar is like running out of breath, and he starts saying, we need to get the, I'm just going to call it a lantern, we need to get the lantern lamp to Atlas. And we see that they're on a train, it's winter time, the lamp is nowhere to be in sight. We see it later in the opening that it's in the snow. But we don't see either one of them carrying it. Or maybe I just missed that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Because in one of the in the teaser trailer thing, where there was no words except for Salem's, we see them walking through the snow and
yeah, and then
got
I
it.
think Oscar's like holding it or something, and then we see those two guys, Dean and the other one. Rest in peace, Dean. The two huntsmen that are like.
No, I know who you're talking about. I'm trying to remember the trailer.
Yeah, but no, he's asking about what the lamp is, and then Crow is like, none of your business, and then trying to like.
What's Nunya? None your business. Oh.
But we noticed that they're taking the train to another continent almost.
I guess so. It's a little confusing.
Yeah, so I'm like, I thought y'all were supposed to be going to Atlas, but y'all are going to some different continent? What?
But no, they're going to Atlas.
But Atlas is on their continent.
They're going to Atlas. And then they're not going to a different continent. Anyway.
I am fact-checking this because...
Anyway, so hopefully Team Juniper is going to be safe, at least on the train ride. I want them to be safe fully forever and ever and never die ever again. But once they finally get to Atlas, because they are going to make it there before Team Rwby does. I mean, they're on a fast-speeding train and Ruby's walking. So, I mean, they're going to make it there before they do. I assume, unless something happens to the train, but I don't think anything can happen to the train because Ren's got that bit covered for the Grimm, so unless some, like, villain or something blows up the tracks, they're going to be fine. I need wood. I need to knock on wood now. I hope I didn't just put my team in trouble. Oopsie.
Doesn't say what continent Haven's on.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't. I mean, come on. Monty made this thing up with ketchup and a napkin.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Accidentally sports the letters R.
He didn't accidentally. He had that for a while. He like squirted ketchup into a napkin, smushed it, and then that was the map. There's a picture of it. I don't remember where it is. I'd have to go search for it. But there's a picture of it. The napkin.
All right then, Monty.
There you go.
That's one way to creative think. Just gonna put ketchup on a napkin and see what sticks.
Okay, so now we talk about, real quick, Oz versus Oscar. Because we've kind of touched on it a little bit, but not really yet. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So we know that there's conflict there, obviously. Now the question is, and the question will remain, I'm assuming, so, Ozpin, he was in control of his last body, fully, wholeheartedly in control. Makes you wonder what happened to the other to the original soul that was in that body? Did he snuff it out? What's happening? Or did the other soul just give up, die? Or did it die and then he took over the body and it's creepy now and he's just in dead... What?
The soul is the original and it just accepted its fate.
Right, but there's two souls.
Yeah, like the other soul, the one that took over that body, might have just like converged with the other one, or like the soul in the
Ozpin's the one that took over.
Has he always been named Ozpin though? Is the question.
Yeah, I'm sure he has. He just goes with people that sound like his name. Be warned. Yeah, so what's going to happen to Oscar? Because right now, Ozpin's all for letting him decide when and when not he is able to take over. And...
See, well, okay, I'm getting psychological about this.
Go ahead.
Something that I've noticed since I've taken a psychology class, I've spent a lot of time reading articles about mental disorders, specifically personality disorders. And there's one out there called DID, or dissociative identity disorder, where there can be multiple personas in the body. And what happens with the switching between Oscar and Ozpin happens with people with DID.
Yeah, but
of course there's like two converging souls in the body and not like different personas, but it just kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
Now, that's the thing too. Are they converging or are they conflicting? Because if they're converging, then that's going to be an interesting sight to see. But if they're conflicting, then that makes more sense on why they're taking over and over. And that's another thing, too. Oscar doesn't seem to have the power to take back over his own soul, like his own body, but Ozpin has the power to take over it. Whether it's just because he doesn't know how to yet or what the deal is, I don't know. Maybe that's part of the journey, is that he's finding out how to do it. He's almost kicking Ozpin out. Who knows what's happening? It could have something to do with the relic. I don't want to say this because I think it's weird, but sure. I mean... in the little trailer that we saw for it with Salem talking, we see a scene where he's literally reaching up towards, and I know I've talked about this before, but he's literally reaching up towards where the relic is. And I try to ignore that point because I don't like to think that he's just there for the relic or whatever the heck is happening. But
we want to believe the best in Ozpin.
We want to, but honestly, at this point, can we?
Yeah, he's starting to get a little interesting there.
He's starting to seem like not a villain, but selfish. Where we're not really seeing the point in some of this stuff. It's going to be a journey for all of us. I think this time we're finally maybe going to get some answers, hopefully.
Here's something that I'm interested in seeing. Let's say Oz and Oscar keep conflicting. And Oscar manages to build the strength up to throw Oz out. What's gonna happen then?
And would he?
Yeah. Would he? And what would happen if he did?
Because I feel like he might not, because he likes who he is now a little bit more. And I'll say that. And not to say that he doesn't like, he didn't not like the way he was before or anything like that. It's not like he likes it especially more. But he does like that he's free to get to do stuff and be kind of, adventurous a little bit. And he does talk about wanting to do that when we first meet him.
Yeah.
So he likes this aspect of this journey and stuff, and he's an important role. He knows this. So would he bother getting everybody mad at him for disposing of Ozpin? I don't think he would.
No. I just hope the tables don't turn and Oz throws Oscar out.
Yeah, I think the team...
Can he, though?
I think he can. I think that's part of what it is. I don't know exactly what it is about or anything like that, but I feel like he can definitely kick somebody out of their own body. I don't really know. Okay, so let's talk about the premiere, because that was so much fun, and we didn't get to discuss a lot about it in the vlog, especially afterwards, just because we were tired. It was loud, and my phone was out of space, so...
Yeah, you had to use my phone for one of the final videos.
I had to use your phone for the final video, and then... Yeah, no, for 2 of them.
Yeah, for the
Because Micah
song.
wanted to record the song, too. Okay. So, oh my goodness, girl, that was so much fun! That was so much fun. If y'all have never been to a premiere before for Rwby, go next time, because I promise you it is worth it. I've been 2 years in a row now, and it is so worth it.
Do they release a volume every single year, or is it like every other year?
Well, so far it's been 2 years in a row. No, not 2 years. The last time they released Volume 5 around my 18th. So 2 years ago.
Okay, so every 2 years.
About, just whenever it ends, and then normally in October.
Okay.
I say normally. That's just been the previous 2 years. I don't remember the others. But...
There were so many cool cosplayers there.
Oh my gosh. So we went up the elevators, and I had started to do Nora's voice, because that's the voice that I can do.
She gave up with trying with her own.
I didn't give up. I'm just taking a break. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll have to tell you in a second. But, so we go up the elevator, the last escalator, not elevator. We go up the last escalator to get to the top tier, because that's where our theater was. And I see from across the way somebody dressed up as Lyrin. And I go, Ren! And he doesn't look up or anything, but like I run over, because then I see Micah, and I'm like, Micah! And so I go see
Micah, hello.
Micah! Anyway, so
Flop the arms, flop the arms.
flap, 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 flap. Anyway, so we go over there, and we see them, and we're like, oh my gosh, you guys! And then I'm the Rin, and there's somebody that was playing Flynn, and there was somebody.
You watched me, right? The heiress.
And I was like, guilty, you know, just trying to be all heiress on him, and I was like,
You could have said I am.
yeah, I know, I probably did. I don't remember what I said.
No, you said guilty.
Oh, cool.
You went off quote.
Off quote.
You didn't quote it correctly.
I'm not you. I don't watch the fights over and over. Jeez.
Hey, Volume 3 fights are like the best ones I've seen.
True. Although, can I just say, Rwby and Crow's finale there at that train fight? Yes! That was amazing! Okay, anyway, so we got up the escalators.
Like uncle, like niece.
So,
Or maybe he's my dad. We don't know.
Next
time.
So anyway, we get up there, and finally the guy that is dressed as Ren sees me, and he's like, hello, and I'm like, and he actually did a really good Ren voice, so I'm not going to imitate, because even though Ren's kind of easy to do, he's also really hard to do, because I'm not a guy. But I was like, hi, Ren, and he's like, oh my gosh, Nora, and I was like, yeah, didn't you recognize me? And he was like, crap. It was fun, and then we played out a couple of scenes just for fun. And then, of course, she'd been doing Rwby all night, so by the time we got out of the
Nobody
theater...
commented or anything. I was mad. I spent so much time trying to perfect this voice, and it wasn't until after I went back to Think Geek with my boyfriend, and we went to go look at the Rwby figures, which I sent you a picture that they have both Yangs. They have the one with the purple eyes and the one with the red eyes. Mine was, of course, sold out first. You're still there. If you wanted to buy you,
I know,
you're still there.
I do, but I can't, because I'm... Oh, man, you know what? Actually, I do need to go to the mall. I forgot. I have to go pick something up for my mom.
Oh.
Anyway, you were saying? It wasn't until you got there that...
I already lost my train of thought. Hold on.
Put the coffee down. Oh.
Nah, it's still not coming back to me.
You said something.
Blake decoupled my train card. Blake decoupled my train of thought card. Thanks a lot.
Anyway, you were saying because you
okay.
voice.
I got it back. Stop it, Blake. Stop decoupling my thought train card. Anyways, so it's a couple days after the premiere. I was walking around with my boyfriend, and we go into the Think Geek, and I'm looking at the Rwby figurines, and as I'm showing you, I'm like, look, it's my team. I'm not here, but it's my team. And you're just like, okay. And there was a girl who came over to talk about how they were going to bring in more Rwby stuff. They still had more Rwby stuff.
Ooh.
Yes, I know. They still have more Rwby merchandise on the way.
Do you know when?
No, she didn't.
Dang
She
it.
didn't know off the top of her head, but since I'm going to be working at the mall within the next week, I will be keeping you posted.
Good.
Yeah, I'll be working at the JCPenney. So, yay, 2 jobs and 2 majors.
Aw, poor you.
I said 2 majors.
Yeah, so?
Anyways, so I'm all fangirling with her about it, and I asked her if she saw the intro. She said no, and I showed it to her anyways. I'm like, you need to watch this. You didn't see the first episode, but you need to watch this. And she's just like, okay. So she and I, we sit there, and we start fangirling a little bit. And we're like, she's like, wait, what's that? I'm like, and I told her about Tortrix hat. She's like, oh my god, please bring back Neo. We're like, yes, please. And my boyfriend is just sitting there awkwardly like, I have no idea what's going on, but okay, if she's happy, I'm happy kind of thing. And, yeah, and then I did my Rwby voice for her, and she's like, oh my gosh, that is so good. And I was like, thanks, I've been working. Yeah, if I can show it off, I will. I did it yesterday. I did it yesterday at Subway too, because I had my birthday present with me that she gave me. I got Rwby pajamas, but like the exact ones that she wears.
The cosplay PJs.
Yeah, she got me cosplay PJs, so RTX 2019, watch out. I'm going to be doing a full 24-hour cosplay. We'll be doing a video about that when we get to July.
We'll definitely.
So, yeah.
As long as we make it there.
Girl, we are. I'm going to figure out one way or another.
I hope so. I hope my parents let me.
Oh, right.
20 years old and my parents still control my life. Anyway. But
20
yeah.
years old and my mom thinks she still can control my life. Yeah.
Oh,
so yeah, no, I did that at the Subways. I told him, I'm like, oh, she got me Rwby pajamas. And we start talking about Rwby for a little bit, and I go to him and I say, hey, you want to see something cool? And I spin around and I start talking my Rwby voice. He starts laughing. He's like, that is so great. And
see,
then,
you get compliments outside of that context, which is
yes,
fine.
I know, but that's what annoys me, is I get compliments outside of when it's actually there, and then when I do it, everyone doesn't say anything. I'm like, I'm sad now because I perfected this to show off to you guys, but you don't seem to care. Tear.
Well, and I think part of it too is they don't know what your actual voice sounds like, so they think you're not doing a voice.
I went back and forth between talking in my normal voice after that.
Like after.
Still.
Plus, everybody was doing voices.
Still.
So, and nobody was really like, oh, it's you. The only reason they mentioned me being Nora is because I was dressed as Weiss, so it was kind of weird.
So, I need to dress as a different character. I need to dress up as Yang, but come out as Rwby. It's the only way I'm going to get people to know.
I want to be like my big sister.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
Rwby cosplaying Yang. I want to see it.
I mean, kinda, sorta. There's the Halloween. Not the Halloween.
Ruby's dressed as Weiss in that one.
Yeah, and Jean is also dressed as Weiss with the ponytail clip on. Well, one of us is gonna have to change. That was pretty funny though. That we all, my team dressed up as the other member. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, we swapped. But yeah, it was really neat meeting those guys, because those cosplayers, they were really cool. It was funny because we came out of the theater and then I went to vlogging like almost immediately and had to steal a phone for it, but I still did it.
I lent you my phone. You didn't have to steal it.
Yeah, I know, but I like to say I stole something. Makes me feel like a bad guy. Ha!
Just a couple of bad ones.
Just a couple of bad boys.
Run around on town.
Anyway, but yeah, so we came out, we started vlogging our ending, and I heard somewhere in the crowd somebody going, "Oh, they're vlogging too." And I was like, "Oh, there's more than one vlogger here."
There were a lot of vloggers.
Oh my gosh, there were a lot. Everybody was vlogging. It was insane.
We should have all done like some big group.
I
vlog.
really wanted to put the cosplayers into our vlog, but then I was too scared to ask them, and
I would have asked them, but they seem busy with all their stuff. And
I know, that's part of it
interrupt
too. I was like, I don't want to bother them, so I didn't. And
I was sad that we didn't. I was sad that we didn't include the cosplayers that we did meet.
yeah,
That we didn't do like a retake and
we
included them with
we
it.
should have done another, just to be like, hey guys, these are the cosplayers that we were talking about. We did get a picture that you choreographed together.
Yeah, no, they're in the middle of a conversation. I'm like, guys, I'm just saying out of the I'm like, guys, I have a really good idea for a picture we could take. And they're like, were you even listening to the conversation? I'm like, yes and no. Come on.
And yeah, her voice kicked in. She got bossy. But
Not bossy. My mom kicked in. Because my mom, whenever
did
she
you just
thinks,
say you're not bossy?
yes, I'm not bossy. How's my music?
What?
Okay.
Anyway, so
Well, okay, we did talk about how we occasionally do completely switch depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Like in a party setting, I love wearing lady stilts.
and I don't.
I have 4-inch pumps that I will actually be bringing to change into at my party. I'll be wearing 2.5-inch ones for the pictures just so I don't look crazy tall.
And I don't.
Yeah, because you're already like, what, 5'10"?
5'9".
5'9".
Yeah,
Close
I'm
enough.
tall.
If you put on my heels, you'd be like 6'1".
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I know how to act in a formal dinner setting. I know
And
which
I don't.
plate. I know which plate to use. I know which fork is a salad fork compared to a dessert fork compared to which is your wine glass versus your water glass versus your other drink glass.
How many glasses are there? And I
Depends.
don't.
At my choir banquet, they gave us 2 glasses. They had 3 plates: your salad plate, your dinner plate, and your dessert plate. And then they had your salad fork, your dinner fork, and your dessert fork. And
Oh
then
my
they had your
gosh.
tea and your water.
Ew,
Yes.
tea.
Iced tea.
Ugh.
Oh, right, 'cause you hate water. See, she
I-
hates water.
I
I don't understand.
That's the Neptune in me.
Well, I mean, Weiss does have a thing for Neptune.
There you go. But no, I'm weird. I don't like water, tea, coffee, Gatorades.
You don't like tea and coffee?
I
I'm
like
kidding,
tea
I'm-
and coffee. Oh, goodness, no. I love Velvet. Can we also see them again, please?
Can we put cocoa in the chibi too, by the way? Can we put tea and coffee in the chibi?
We've seen Velvet, and I love Velvet.
Put cocoa in there too.
I like Velvet.
Yes, Velvet is amazing.
Velvet's my love,
Velvet's so cute.
because she's adorable.
She
Anyway,
is.
so, but yeah, we got to talk to them, and they're really neat. They, one of them at least goes to RTXs all the time. And they go to places where they can cosplay, like anime expos and stuff like that. So, yeah, go check out our vlog, and underneath our vlog's description, vlog.
Fast forward it past the parts where I'm being me.
So like the whole thing, what? Just look in the description if you want to see who the cosplayers are and stuff. And I'll put a picture up here at 4905. I'll put it here of our picture. That whole bit was me editing. You're welcome, me, in the editing future.
Yeah, I got all like picture perfect there with that, and I'm like, okay, so me and Belle will be on the bottom, sitting back to back, and then we'll have like the guys doing whatever pose that they want to do, and then Micah, and then someone else who was there.
We had another
Yeah, but
another Rwby But yeah, they disappeared.
Well,
so.
no, we got the Rwby, but there was another person who was with the cosplayers.
Yeah, the Rwby. Right?
No.
No. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying now. Yeah,
I
it was the other guy. No, the Rwby left later. That's right.
Yeah.
Because there was 3
Yeah,
of them.
he left after we took the picture.
So there was, so it was a good idea for a photo before that person left, and then it was kind of lopsided, but it worked out fine. So
yeah,
it looked neat, and it worked for the vlog. So that's all that I care about.
It worked for the vlog and for memories to look back on my first Rwby premiere.
Aww, I don't have very many memories from my first Rwby premiere. I just remember that Micah parked in the spot right next to mine on accident, and it was awesome because we were gonna walk out.
Piked.
We went to a different one closer to my house last time, and so it was we were walking out to go back to our cars, and we were just talking. It was me, her, and our friend, and who hadn't seen the show, so I really don't understand really why Micah brought her, but it was fine. We had to explain everything to her the whole time, but it was fine. It was fine. But so we walked outside, and there was our car sitting next to each other, and we're like, and she's like, "Where's your car?" And I was like, "Right there." And where's yours? And she went, "Right there." And we were like, "Oh my gosh." It was fun, and then we left. But separately, we went our separate ways. But it was so much fun, and honestly, y'all, if y'all have not been to a premiere, please go next time, because the environment is so amazing. I know we were just talking about the before and after, but the deering is just as cool. So what usually happens, or what I've seen happen anyway, what?
No, I was thinking back to something that one of the fans said. Okay, so you know how at the end of Volume 5, you have the little clip where Ty's kind of like slipping his torch,
yeah.
And you see Raven's feather. Some person in like the
in that moment of silence,
yeah, in the
he
moment
said,
"Oh look, the child support finally came,"
and everybody in the theater died laughing. So
I was like, I need to meet you after this premiere is over. That was awesome.
Yep, her exact words. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Which we didn't do that, but it was fine.
We also tried to make plans to go to a restaurant with all the cosplayers, and then we just sat around just like talking.
Yeah, because by the time we got out of the theater, it was already 10 o'clock, and there wasn't really anything open by that time, so it was
except
fine.
the Chick-fil-A, but yeah, it was nice to catch up with just Micah.
But they were open for like another 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, although then again, if we'd actually left, by the time we left, then they would have been open. Because by the time we got there, it was like almost 11.
Yeah, I got home pretty late.
Yeah, me too. But anyway,
it was still great.
So what it'll do is, or what I've seen happen for 2 years now, is they'll play the old season, the end of it somewhere. They'll play through it, and during that time that they're playing that, everybody in the theater has already seen it. And if you haven't, why are you there? Again, why'd you bring her? If you haven't, why are you there? So everybody's talking and making jokes and saying stuff and whatever, and it's just fun. And if something comes up and you're like, oh, that happened, child support, there you go. You know, you get a response from everybody in the room. It's like watching an episode with your friends for the 500th time, but like a giant theater of that, and it's so much fun. And then they show like a little director's cut of some sort. And this time they went around talking about, and I was honestly surprised because there was Carrie, but there was no Miles. So that was interesting to me because normally they showed both of them. I say normally, I've only been to 2, but normally there's both of them there. But this time it was just Carrie, and I was like, huh, well that's interesting. I don't know why
Miles
that was,
got
but
sick. No.
yeah, Jean was sick, or he was Jean and he didn't want to come back. But, yeah, so...
She was wearing Jean's hoodie, by the way, with the bunny.
Yeah, I was late, so I just quickly put on a hoodie, and it didn't look... This is the one I picked up.
It was funny because I poked fun at her a lot. It was when we went to the premiere, she had the bunny
Oh,
hoodie
yeah.
with her. I'm like, aw, did Sean give you your hoodie? Are you finally melting your ice heart for him?
And I was like, no,
It's like, no.
not really.
You were like, who, Sean?
But he did save me, so I guess I can be nice.
That's annoying. I'm like, honey, he deserves one date after that. Come on.
Oh my goodness. Oh, no, what I wanted to tell about, for my voice, anyway. So, you know, all that night I was doing Nora's voice. I was into Nora, and it was great and everything. And then I get to work the next day. And it wasn't like I worked early in the morning or anything. I worked around like 3 o'clock, maybe 2. No, it was definitely 2 o'clock. And so I got to work, and I work at a children's clothing store. And so I got there, and I was like, okay, time to go inside. And I got in, and my manager was there, and she's like, hello, Belle. And I was like, hi. And I was like, oh, crap. Because I realized I was stuck in Nora's voice, and it felt comfortable right there. So any time that I closed my mouth after forcing my voice back down to where it is now, anytime I close my mouth, I could feel my, like, throat close up and go back to where it is for the Nora voice. Because, like, I felt my mouth, like, position itself as if Nora's voice was going to come out after I opened my mouth again. Which it always did, and I always had to fix it because it was a problem. I'm doing, like, half my voice, half Nora's right now. I'm not even actually doing Nora's. But, it was so bad. Like, and then I had, like, a sneezing fit because that store is freaking dusty as all heck, and I don't know why, and none of us know why, because we dust all the time, and it's still a mess. But, I always have, like, an allergic reaction to the store, I always say, because, like, I will start, like, sneezing or coughing or something, because it's so dusty in there. But I sneezed, like, 500 times in a row, and people were like, are you okay? And I got back up, and I sat up, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I was like, hey, my voice is back. So, yeah, I think Nora's voice makes me sick if I do it for too long. Because last time I did Nora's voice really well for too long, I actually lost my voice and got sick. But then again, it was about the same time last year that I got sick, because
Oh, you poor soul.
that's when I get sick every year. And I actually haven't got sick at all this year. It's crazy.
No, you have. When
No?
You lost your voice.
This year?
Yeah, the spring semester. When you couldn't audition for
That- Oh, that was the spring semester.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I remember because you were walking around with a whiteboard
Yeah.
trying to talk, and you couldn't
Sad.
audition for one of the solos that we were doing in choir. Now she remembers.
I mean, I remember. I just didn't remember when it happened. But it was after I did Nora's voice, so I think Nora's voice makes me sick, but whatever.
Stop doing it then.
I can't. It's the only voice I have.
Then practice voice.
I can do Cinder a little bit.
Oh, goodness. You can do Blake a little bit. You can do...
I can do Pyrrha a little bit, Penny a little bit. I can do everything a little bit, but not enough. Not like you and Rwby. It's sad. I can do Rwby a little bit. But
Oh, yeah.
I can only
No, I
say
ended
2
up-
words.
Jean and Yang.
Yeah, Jean and Yang.
So it's not even 2 words, it's 2 names.
But that's a word.
Okay, I'll give you that. No, okay, so you got Nora stuck with your regular voice, and then I said that I had a voice lesson rehearsal with my pianist the
How
next
did that
day.
go?
I was actually really pitchy.
I'm so surprised. No,
Yeah, so
so
note
what
to
else is
self.
new? No, just kidding. No, I love your singing. It's beautiful. I'm kidding. Don't hate me.
I could never hate you, Weiss.
Dang it.
Except when you eat my cookies.
Where's your cookies?
They're at home.
Dang it.
I brought a muffin.
Actually, I'm hungry now.
Want a muffin?
Anyways, yeah, I figured out I'd do that too long. I do destroy my voice. So,
Yeah.
because that was the first time I went pretty much
Full
a
day.
whole day. And see, she was trying to convince me.
It wasn't even a full day. It was like
Most of the day.
it was from like 4 o'clock about to 10, 11
There's about
o'clock
half
at
a
night.
day.
Yeah.
She was trying to convince me to start doing my Rwby voice since I had a show that day. Yeah, I'm in God's
You
spell.
mentioned it. You were the one, and I was like, do it.
Yeah, she brought up the idea, and I was like, I probably should do that.
No, you brought up the idea.
Oh, yeah, no. I thought I brought up, like, what if I was singing as Rwby?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll just say, the idea popped up.
I don't remember whose fault it was.
The idea popped up that I should read my lines and perform. I should just perform, just overall perform as Rwby.
And Godspell.
Yeah.
And you didn't do it, and I'm sad.
How do you know?
Because I saw it! Or I saw part of it.
You didn't see it then.
Yesterday?
Well, yesterday, yeah, but I'm talking about, like, premiere day, you didn't see it.
Oh, true.
So I'm like, how do you know?
Blame
I'm
Pascal
kidding.
for that.
I probably already admitted that I didn't do it.
Probably. I don't know.
I had an audience.
Nah, you did.
If I was going to do my Rwby voice...
Then you should have done it yesterday when there was no audience.
Yeah.
Just
Yesterday, you mean
saying.
Tuesday? 'Cause
Oh,
yesterday
yeah.
was Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, no, I'm having one of the biggest performances today. We're having 3 different schools come. It's
Do
gonna be a
Rwby.
full house. No! So yeah, I found out. Okay, so I do Rwby for half a day. I just wrote my voice. That was the
RTX
longest.
is going to be interesting.
Oh god, I'm probably gonna end up permanently having Ruby's voice after that.
Maybe.
Oh, my boyfriend's gonna break up with me. It's not gonna sound too annoying. It's not annoying enough already.
I've decided, depending on how many days we stay at RTX, like, I would really like to stay the whole time, but it might not happen just because of money and stuff. But
we will make it work.
we will make something work. We'll definitely
I
probably
need to get
hopefully
us
be going.
red versus blue t-shirts just so it's not all just Rwby.
True.
Yeah, we need to mix
But
up the merch.
I do want to cosplay, or at least fan cause, Blake, Weiss, and I don't know what to do about Nora, because I would really like to or at least fan cause Nora, because Nora's like my favorite character in the world, and the fact that I can do her voice just makes me more happy. But like I don't really have much of a way to become Nora, like, unless I buy a wig, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, I'm going out and I'm buying a Rwby costume, so I can do.
You have a Rwby costume.
I have the pajamas. I'm not gonna walk around RTX in freaking Rwby pajamas.
You should.
No.
At least for one moment, you should.
No. Maybe in my hotel. In the hotel, I'll be like parading in my.
I'm gonna get a cookie, 'cause I'm having a sugar craving.
Oh my gosh.
Parading in my little Rwby pajamas that she gave me.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll be doing the full 24-hour cosplay Rwby day clothes at the convention and then cosplaying Rwby in my sleep.
She's so good she can cosplay in her sleep. Alright, so with that, we'll go ahead and let y'all go because it is getting to about that time. So, fare thee well, all you Rwby fans, and we will see y'all next week for
Disney.
hopefully, no, actually, Miraculous is next, because the last episode of season 2 should be coming out on your birthday party, actually, on Saturday. So, as long as we get that and it's actually scheduled correctly, and I'm not crazy, you'll get Miraculous. If it's not and it doesn't come out by the time next Thursday happens, then we'll do Disney. So with that, fare thee well,
We bid you farewell, out with the yang.
and heads up on the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this. We talked about how we were going to end
outro.
it. How we were going to end specific fandom episodes. We were going to do Miraculous,
Keep an eye-
Pound It, and Out with the Yang for Rwby.
Yeah, and keep an eye out on the Rooster Teeth page, especially you first members, for the next episode, because I'm 99% certain it's going to come out on Friday.
It better.
I mean, that's usually how it goes. So keep an eye out, and we'll see y'all on the next podcast / whatever video comes out next.
Out with the egg.